All right, guys, I'm going to do a brief overview of reactions. So reactions are taking lower end materials, processing them, and making them into higher end materials, and eventually components for T2 and T3 chips or drugs. So in our system, we're going to be doing initially composite reactions. That's the T2 production chain. So basically what it consists of is either buying or mining the raw materials from moons, the moon goo, and then you would use a reaction formula, which is like a blueprint, to combine those materials into a processed material. Those processed materials are then combined as well using their own reaction formula into advanced materials, and different combinations of those are used with a blueprint to make T2 components. T2 components go into like Tech-2 missile launchers, Tech-2 damage control, that kind of thing. In game, I've made a channel, Common T2, so that you can actually look up, if you wanted, high like items that sell a lot, sell regularly, like damage control 2, for example. You can just click on the link and open up the blueprint, and then you'll be able to see the components that are required for it. You can go into those components and then see what reactions materials are used to make those. So this is an example of a processed materials reaction formula. This is the moon goo, and you throw in a bit of fuel with it, and then you react it, and you come out with the processed material. This is an advanced materials reaction formula. You can see that you put in these products along with some fuel, and then out comes the advanced materials. Okay. So what I've done for us is I've made a spreadsheet that updates live from whatever trade hub you set. So we're going to set JITA sell and buy today, since we're near to JITA, and it will actually give you an analysis of the profitability for each of, in this case, the processed materials chains. I'm going to do the advanced materials next, but we've got this one up and running so far. So you can actually look down this list and look for a green line that indicates it's positive. So there is a profit margin. So let's say with Caesarium cadmide, one job run would net us 329. So almost 330,000 ISK per run. Now with level 3 reactions, you can run 9 runs per day, and maxed out characters on a single Omega account would be 30 job slots. So you can see in a day, theoretically, we would net 89 million ISK doing 1 day of these reactions. So we would bring in these materials, we'd plop them in the oven with the formulas, and then out comes the product, which we would then sell. So if we were going to sell immediately to buy orders, we wouldn't make much profit. If we were to sell orders along with everybody else, this is how much profit we would make. Now when you make a copy of your own sheet, so you would just make a copy, make your own, you can actually go in and just for the moment, you can go in and adjust this price and see how much the profit margin changes. So this is, let's say I wanted to undercut everybody and sell for 14 instead of 14.9, I'd still make 40 million profit a day. However, what we need to do is click on this link, open up Eve Marketer, and we're going to look at the number of orders and see if the market can actually bear us producing this. So we're looking at 19,075. We're looking at about 50,000 a day in movement. And if we were going to run this many job slots each day, we'd be producing 54,000 a day. So the market could maybe handle us, but then if anybody else jumped on the bandwagon and started doing this reaction, it would saturate the market and prices would crash. So this is how we do this analysis and target the reaction that's most profitable for us. As we go down this list, we find the highest profit margin and we investigate. Crystallite alloy, let's look at this. So we're making 54,000 a day on this reaction. And it looks like there's not that much movement, maybe 40,000 a day average, kind of tanking over here. So it could maybe handle one person doing that. All right, Now, what these other things here are is I've just been arbitrarily dropping in numbers. Like, let's say I can't get a good rate on this stuff, or like under 20,000 for fuel. It's hard to find that, so I've just been dumping in 22,000. A little higher rates for these, and it'll actually give me a different profit margin. So let's put in runs per day, 9 times 30 job slots. So on this alternate rate, so we're paying a little bit higher for crystallite alloy, we'd still be making almost 63 million a day. That's if the market could tolerate us dumping 54,000 units per day into it. All right. So basically that's how we're going to be doing passive income reactions, composite reactions in the wormhole. I'm going to be doing a page for advanced materials as well to help you look at those and target those. I was doing phenolic composites, and I was netting about 60 million a day doing that reaction. So it doesn't just have to be the process materials. However, process materials, bringing the materials in is a lot smaller. So let's say we've got 270 runs a day times 35 meters cubed. Let's open up our calculator. 270 times 35 equals, so I can bring that in on an octator, or sorry, a blockade runner. Then our product, 54,000 crystalline alloy. Copy. Is going to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so not too bad. So there you go. So that's how you analyze and decide on a reaction to target. You can analyze products in game, see what sells, or you can just go straight to the individual step in the reaction chain that has the biggest profit margin. Bring in the materials, up convert, and flip on the market. Okay, there you go. Cheers.